And that right there is a life lesson of always go for quality versus quantity. I got bamboozled. I saw this big bag at Costco for $10.90. Anyways, today's video, probably one reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I kept answering this question all the time. But best camera I think for parents, it's the Canon M50, and I'll get into my reasons why. So what makes the best camera for parents, in my opinion, is not necessarily the most expensive camera out there or the expensive lens or the latest and greatest. For example, for work, I use the latest and greatest, kind of the 5D Mark IV paired up with the 24-7 Mark II. And same body on a 70-200, a much longer lens. And there's honestly nothing I can't capture with this kind of combo. But do I use it to capture for my kids? No. So knowing that, rewind 4.5 years ago when my daughter was first born, I bought the Fuji X100 series camera. Love that camera, still love that camera. Loved it so much I bought the successor, which was the X100T. As you can see in the picture, my daughter gave this to me for Father's Day. And I loved it. I traveled around the world, captured both our children when my son was born exclusively with this camera. Up until the point about last year, I realized one thing was missing. Actually, two things were missing. I needed a camera that had good video. My kids started doing dance, and plus I just like doing videos of them. And second, I went through all the pictures, and you parents might realize this too. I'm never in any of the pictures, so whoever's documenting half the time, they're never in any pictures. So I needed a camera that had the ability to do this. I needed to see myself and was able to take better than just selfies of me and my family. So what fit the bill was a Canon M50, which is currently filming us right now, which I'm gonna pop off and show you a bit of the camera. So what makes this camera great, first off, is the price. It's $5.99. I've seen this online for $5.99 with the kit lens, which is perfect. Won't break the bank. Second is the focusing. Focus, C-U-S. The focusing is phenomenal on this camera. It literally, that's half the battle, is making sure that your kids are sharp in pictures and in focus. And this one has a dual pixel autofocus, which basically means it grabs onto your subject and it just makes life a lot easier. The third one is the video quality. Video quality in this camera is pretty good. Has 4K, has a pretty big crop to it, meaning that it crops in closer to your subject, which is not a bad thing. This could be great for when your kid's on stage and you want to need to get a little bit closer, so you have that 4K resolution, but the HD is pretty phenomenal. The fourth thing to me is really important, and that is photos. Has a good burst rate, which means it captures things really quickly, and the image quality is really good. It's not bad for such a small camera, especially out of the box. I mean, I don't shoot RAW when it comes to my children, so I need the camera picture to be good right out of the camera, and this is what it has. Fifth thing is that flippy screen that I talked about, F-I-L-P-P-Y, flippy screen. God, my handwriting is horrible. So basically this flippy screen is amazing. It allows me to finally get into the picture with my kids. It gives me a high image quality versus just a normal selfie mode with my cell phone. So this is great. And the last one is Wi-Fi. It has a Wi-Fi connection, which is great. It makes it really easy to send pictures to my phone, even when my camera is off. It has a feature where it automatically uploads the pictures I've taken from my camera, and it sends it directly to the folder in my phone, which I can later WhatsApp and send out or share or post on Instagram, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the M50. Why I think it's a solid camera for parents. Not even for parents, I think it's a solid camera for anyone that's getting into photography, to even pros out there like me that's using this as an everyday tool to capture my kids and everything around me. Another thing I didn't mention, which I should have mentioned, was that I have an adapter that allows me to use all my bigger lenses off my full frame camera. So if you're a Canon user to begin with and you have some lenses, you can just pick up an adapter for either $100 from Canon or a knockoff one for like 50, and you can easily use them, but just makes the camera a little bit bigger. So I like the form factor from all the native lenses off these two, which I'll talk about in later videos. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Check out my Instagram. I've been shooting a lot with this camera lately. You can follow me here or here from all my pro work, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.